Hey everyone, it's Dynamotwentytwo back again, and well, I have two battles saved up, and in both of them Typhlosion owns, so I'm gonna call this Typhlosion week, because if you don't know me, and there's actually one new subscriber because I was the featured battler on Magnitude's channel. So, Magnitude himself is subscribed to me, but I don't know if he ever actually watches my video, but if he does, thank you, Magnitude. And, here's a guy who wants to give me a restaurant. But, yeah, back to my original topic. Typhlosion is pretty much the best, and everyone who uses it on YouTube makes him suck, and it makes me sad. Like, I'm subscribed to several Poke Battlers, and every time Typhlosion comes up, it gets nothing done. I'm like, what are these people doing? Do they not know how good Typhlosion is? So, I'm going to bring you a couple of battles this week in which Typhlosion totally destroys some face. But, that may have something to do with the fact that my teams are usually built around Typhlosion. But, if it works, it works. I don't care, but team support is there for a reason. But first, I'm running backlogged on things to breed, so I'll just give you a little insight into my boxes. Here's things I have that are IV'd properly, but just need to be EV'd to level 100 and such things. So if you would be interested in seeing of any of these guys soon, go ahead and leave a comment. Celebi, Paris. Sableye level 90, he will be next, no matter what you vote for. We got Noctowl here. Noctowl's a boss. The V-Create Victini, the Shiny Entei. Lugia has a really crappy nature, because I just caught it. And, we got this guy. Ho-Oh, also not actual stuff, that's just something I migrated. And it'd be nice to have level 100 Ho-Oh, so I wouldn't actually use that in competitive battles, probably. The Mewtwo would be good. And we got the Shiny Raikou, who I'm not going to get rid of Zap Cannon on because I love Zap Cannon. So, screw it, it's the only way Raikou can learn Zap Cannon, and I'm not getting rid of it. Here's the guys I do have level 100. I have my regular team, plus Venomoth, and Absol is my newest level 100, so if you want to see Absol in a battle soon, leave a comment. And then, after that, we have my Dream World Pokemon. Just gonna kind of go through here, and if you see anything you'd like me to use sometime in the future, just pop down a comment, and I'll breed one for you. Again, mostly based on the basis of what their base coolness stat is, that's how I pick out my Pokemon. But, yeah, I'll take some video suggestions. Slowpoke here. Harvest Tropius would be cool. I do have both the weather abusers now. Let's see what we got. Lapras I'm going to use regardless of what you say. Ferret I'm gonna breed regardless of what you say. I'm not gonna breed Spiritomb regardless of what you say. And let's see what got the other dude here. This guy's streamer ability is banned. And I use Stantler no matter what you say. So that's enough looking at my boxes. Just giving you an update on what Pokemon I have. And now we can get into the battle here. I'm also currently breeding Dragonite right now. Just because you didn't see that. But let's see what we've got here. We've got all of our items. And we'll go to the Versus recorder because I recorded a Versus. Now, I can't remember who this is against because, as per usual, I'm narrating it way after it happened. But the gist of what happened is I did my usual, hey, I'm looking for an RU battle. And the guy's like, I'll do an OU battle against you. And I'm like, well, no thanks. And he's like, oh, I don't have any RU Pokemon. I'm like, well, I don't have any OU Pokemon. He's like, well, that's okay. You can use RU Pokemon in OU. I'm like, well, I realize that, but I guess if you're okay with your Pokemon totally outmashing me, then sure, I'll have a battle just for fun. I like battling. He's like, oh, don't worry, my team's got some UUs on it and stuff. He actually has a Cacturne in there, which is interesting, on a non-sand team. But that's pretty cool. So, we're gonna get into the battle here. And Nick is his trainer name, so I'm guessing his name is somewhat Nick. But I'm going to lead off with Sandslash because I want to put up Stealth Rocks to get rid of Dragonite as fast as possible. He's going to lead off with Jolteon, which I would think would be good for me, but he's got Hidden Power Ice, and he's probably Choice Specs. But unbeknownst to him, I have like 14 higher special defense than the normal Sandslash because I have a special defense raising nature because I breed and that stuff happens sometimes. So I barely managed to live it and get the Stealth Rocks up, which is obviously going to come into play here. Now, knowing he's probably locked into Hidden Power Ice, I'm going to go into the Lantern because even if he's not, he can't hurt Lantern with like Thunderbolt or anything silly like that. What, is he going to Shadow Ball me? I don't think so. So, Lantern's going to take the Hidden Power Ice like it's nothing because it's Lantern and it has little glowing orbs. I see the light. Are you my conscience? Anyway, so he's going to get out of there because he can't hurt me. And he's going to go into Cacturn and I'm like, oh crap, because I went for the Surf. I almost went for Ice Beam, but I decided to go for Surf just for stab. And he does not actually have Water Absorb, unlike I was suspecting when he switched in. So, despite the resistance, it actually does a good chunk of damage there. He's got leftovers. So, the only thing I know about Cacturn, the only set I've ever heard of is Sub, Sucker Punch, Focus Punch, perhaps Swords Dance, perhaps Seed Bomb. So, guess who takes all of those moves well? It's Bug Poison type dude right here. So he's gonna go for a sub because he knows I have to switch. Even though, well, I could have Ice Beamed, but then, yeah, he could have Grass Moved me. So he actually wastes the sub here because he's aware of how dangerous Venomoth setting up here is because he can't Sucker Punch me. So I go for the Quiver Dance because I want to. And he goes into this guy, which is wonderful because I didn't show him Substitute. I'm going to go for it now, expecting a Thunder Wave because that's what these guys do. And I believe I'm going to be correct here, which leads to his inevitable demise because there's one reason I put Quiver Dance and Substitute on Venomoth, and it is so I can baton pass stuff to Typhlosion. Because here's the thing about Typhlosion. It needs a little bit more speed than it has, and a little bit more special attack than it has. And so you usually accomplish that with either Scarf or Specs. But, yeah, I don't like not being able to change moves. So I'm gonna go into Typhlosion here just to threaten the Red Steel. I could have gone into something that would be more dangerous to his team as a whole. But instead of breaking my sub with Seismic Toss, he actually goes for a Rocks, so I still have the sub. And now Pain is coming, because he has to switch something into Eruption. And that is not good when it's at +1. Dragonite's going to come in here, and Multiscale is broken because of Stealth Rocks, and then I get a crit. So Dragonite goes down. I would have outspeeding 2-KO'd him anyway, but he might have had Extreme Speed, which would have got rid of my sub. So that blows. He's going to have to go into Cacturn here, and the Sucker Punch is way obvious, but I don't have a non-attacking move. So I'm just going to use my sub here to take the Sucker Punch. And now I'm going to Flamethrower him probably just to be safe. No, I go for Eruption, so he won't suspect that I'm not choiced. So there goes Cacturn there, because Cacturn can't handle Typhlosion. And so basically, I still have +1 speed, and I still have +1 special attack, and I'm still at full health. So I can Eruption anything I feel like. And he goes into Slowbro here, and this is why you run Power Orb, Solar Beam. I wasn't sure if it would kill, but then I was like, he's more physically defensive than special, and I got +1. And even if he goes for a Scald, I'm pretty sure with the +1 special defense, I can definitely take that and do some more attacking. And so his blue Slowbro dude gets pwned, and I've now cleared out half of his team with Typhlosion. He's going to go into Jolteon now, and even with the +1 speed, I wasn't sure I would outspeed him, so I went for Flamethrower instead of Eruption. And I'm like, oh crap, now I'm going to have to eat a Specs attack. But I get another crit here because Typhlosion is that cool. And so Jolteon dies. And yes, coolness is a factor of when you get crits. That's actually a proven fact. Now he's gonna go into Concolador here. And I predicted the Mach Punch, but I guess he realized that'd be a waste of time, because it wouldn't kill me. And so I go for the Flamethrower over the Eruption as he goes for the Drain Punch, which hurts me, but guess what? Typhlosion's a boss, so it doesn't kill me. And now he's going to have to go for the Mach Punch, but I've got too much health left for that to be an effective way to kill me. He would have needed a crit here. But he's not going to get a crit because Conkeldurr does not have a very high base coolness stat. And he's going to get a Blaze boosted Flamethrower from +1. And now he's done. And the only thing he has left is Registeel, which, guess what? +1 Blaze boosted Flamethrower is going to straight OHKO that mofo. So that's the Typhlosion sweeping I'll use for our first battle of Typhlosion week, because Typhlosion has heck a lot of power, and you should not underestimate it, because you're a tool if you do. So my best Pokemon are cool, and that's the end of the story. Thank you all for watching. It might have been a really crappy narration because I haven't narrated in forever, but I'm glad you put up with it, and I'll see you hopefully another battle this week. Bye.